What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We're going to get into a quick reading. We're going to see what the mother has to say to her girls, to her divine feminines, to her ladies, to her goddesses. All right? I think I'm going to do these first to get an overall energy. And then we'll go from there. Okay? What's going on with the divine feminines? What's up, ladies? How y'all doing? Y'all good? Everybody doing good? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're, shining your lights and whatnot all out here, or your darkness, whichever one you're in right now. We're going to get a reading and see what the mother wants to say to us. What do we need to be focusing on? What do we need to be accepting? Sometimes acceptance is a process all by itself. Okay? Accepting the outcome of situations, accepting our responsibility to manifest what we want, right? I had a beautiful prayer session this morning, intercessory session this morning. I'm going to be uploading those sessions. If you need or want or desire, to participate in the collective corporate prayers that I'm going to begin to upload, they'll be up shortly on my channel. You'll see them. There'll be a playlist there. Sacred prayers and intercessions. I'll be praying for everything and just letting the Spirit lead me. But I think we need to lift up our voices collectively. And so I'm hoping to bridge a gap, to bridge the gap with that between us. Okay? So they'll be there for your listening. They'll be there. They can go with you in your sacred times of ancestral venerations, and even when you're doing your works, you can listen to them. Be praying for everything. We're going to be praying about sicknesses. We're going to be praying about financial struggles. We're going to be praying and also worshiping and veneration and uplifting our ancestors, uplifting the mother, uplifting Olu. If you don't know who these energies are, continue to follow me, because I also have lessons coming out, so you'll be able to understand. There's a lot of information out right now, and with my platform, one of my goals is to just kind of not tell you what to think or what to believe, but to speak truth, so at least you will have a foundation, a decent foundation to go and investigate. Because the truth is not something you can believe. It's something you have to know. And the only way you can know it is to experience it. And so I'll be just kind of sharing some truths that I have discovered. And hopefully that will propel you into your own journey and go with you in your own journey as you discover the truth about who you are, what you're here to do, your purpose for coming here again. You'll better understand the truth about who and what the adversary is that you are warring against as you are trying to get to a higher vibration of evolution. Okay? Just the truth. That's all. Not my truth, the truth. Now, my truth is different. Okay? So, just sharing, giving, and growing. That's what the platform is for. That's what my platform is for. So, right now, we're going to get into a reading for the Divine Feminines. All right? If you are in your Divine Feminine energy right now, if you are utilizing that energy, tapping into that energy, growing in that energy, this reading is for you. We want to see what the mother has to say to her Divine Feminines, all right? So, let's go. Let's go. I ain't going to be able to stop the damn table from shaking because I got to lean on it. I try not to do that. I don't like that. We got contentment. 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 All right. When I think about contentment, I honestly think about peace. Peace with what is, peace with what will be, sitting in a place of peace. Again, an acceptance of something, you know, acceptance. But contentment is learning to be at peace with whatever state you find yourself in, whatever predicament you find yourself in. And some will say, well, how can you do that when if the predicament is so heavy or bad? Well, you defining the predicament as heavy and bad is a part of the mechanism of your mind. You can change that whenever you want to. And that's the point of contentment, is having the ability to see the silver lining, see the good, see the duality in your condition, in your experience right now, and whatever you are having to learn through, go through, grow through, right? Like contentment is having peace and making peace with the duality of circumstances, of people, of emotions, like of thoughts, of everything. That is mastering contentment. So it's not about whether it feels good or whether you're accepting negativity. You are defining it as negative. You don't have to define it as negative. You can change that at will, right? The experience is the experience, but how you define it is according to your will. Okay? We got rhythm. Yeah, being able to move in sync with whatever is required of you right now. Okay? Because rhythm is basically the timing of frequency, or the timing, the timing of sound, the timing of frequency. So when you get in the rhythm of your frequency, you kind of flow with it, right? And that again breeds contentment. It's the ability to flow with the sound. The sound, you gotta, when we think about sound, we think about what our natural ears hear. But sound is frequency. Like when you're hearing sound, you're hearing frequency, you're hearing vibration, right? Like that's what the natural ear is designed to do, is to hear vibration. So when you get into the rhythm of that vibration, you can flow with it. You know what I'm saying? You can change it. You can speed it up. You can slow it down. You can cease it altogether. Once you understand the rhythm of what's happening around you. Okay. What else, Spirit? We got complexity and avarice. Complexity. Somebody is analyzing something that is quite complicated, and this concept of being content and being in the rhythm of your vibration and remaining there is not an easy thing to do. It's a complex thing to do. You understand what I'm saying? Because every day we wake up, we're dealing kind of with a new vibration, a new energy, a new frequency. People come into our lives, they come into our day with their frequency and their energy and yada 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 yada. All right. There's a with avarice, speaks about greed. It speaks about, and it also speaks about knowing that you have everything that you need. Right? You have everything that you need. If you look at this picture on here, there's a pottery with coins spilling out of it. Some of you are overflowing with talents and gifts that you need to get into the rhythm of. You're making it harder than it has to be. You have everything that you need to manifest what you need with gradual progress, right? The opening and the closing of situations All of the ups and downs and the opening and closing of situations is designed to progress you. Okay? Um and that's the complexity of progression, is that if it doesn't move, if it doesn't move up, if it doesn't move down, if it doesn't move to the left, if it doesn't move to the right, then you're at a stagnation, and that's not where you want to be. Right? You don't want to be stagnant. So um the complexities of life and the complexities of you being who you are and the complexities that you're experiencing is what's producing the gradual progress to get you to where there is an overflow. Like, you're busting open at the seams at this point, right? Like, you have everything that you need. It may not feel like it, and this goes back to the contentment, but you have to define what is and what isn't. You can't define that you have everything you need based on material substance. Okay? That's the trickery of it all, is that we have been domesticated as a people to measure our self-worth and self-value based on the things we have. And so we then obsess about having more things. And when we don't have the things, then we lack contentment. We lack being able to flow. We lack being able to change the dynamic, to get in the rhythm, because we are basically obsessing over things. And that's what moves you into a spirit of greed. Okay? But the spirit is saying that divine feminines, you have everything you need. Yes, it's complex, but the complexity is the progress. It's creating the progress. And then we have transformation. It is the complexity of transformation. It's a gradual progress. And we get frustrated because with the age we living in, with the times we living in, with how quick information and things are readily available at our fingertips, we are hella impatient, and we have the attention spans of a fucking fly. You know what I mean? Like, you just buzzing around and around and around and around. Like, you just flying around. You just going around in circles, right? We have to steady our spirit to understand we are in a transformation, okay? And it is a gradual progress, and that makes it complex. But when we learn true contentment and having peace, having assurance, not based on excess of material things, but based on what we have inside us, who we are on the inside, our inner value, then we stay in the rhythm of the progress, because we understand that a transformation is like, baby, it's constant movement. You can't stay one way. Like, you can't not want to give up the things that are hindering you. You can't not want to shed and then be frustrated and mad when you don't have what you think you need, or you don't see it going the way you think it should go. You have to change. You have to move with the rhythm of life. Okay? We have strategy. A lot of you are strategizing. See, and then we have vibration right here. And we was just talking about that. And see, what Spirit is saying is that the strategy to contentment is the vibration of gratitude. Gratitude. Being grateful. That is literally contentment. Being grateful for what you have, who you are, knowing that you have more than enough. You don't need to be like defining yourself by the outside world and the collecting of things and people and shit and yada, yada, yada. Like, The vibration of gratitude is the strategy to contentment to help you continue to flow through the complexities of gradual transformation. You feel me? That's some good word right there. That's some good word right there. Some of you are really desiring to be nurtured. You're nurturing. You are nurturing and you're desiring to be nurtured. Okay? When really nurturing is like, you know, self-nurturing even is hella important. Nurture yourself, child. You understand what I'm saying? If you're desiring to be nurtured, then this is a good time for you to just nurture yourself. Look at everything that you have that you contribute to the world around you, that you can contribute to humanity, that you can contribute to the community, to you, that you can contribute to your family. Look at all that you possess. Okay? And nurture those things. How do you nurture those things? You nurture it by giving it, by being nurturing, right? Like you nurture others with the things that you nurture yourself with. So this seems like the mother wants to tell us that she has designed us to be nurturing, right? She has designed us, but first self. You know, a lot of us right now are questioning whether we're going to be able to acquire the desires of our heart, whether it be in your relationships or your career, you know what I'm saying, your businesses, your family dynamics, things that you are desiring to see happen in your life. A lot of us are questioning whether we're going to be able to accumulate that. If you're going to be able to get what it is you want. Yes, you are going to be able to get what you want, but what you want desires gradual transformation. It requires for you to see that you already have it. That's first off. You understand? You already have it because you want it. Right? Like, you desire it, so it's already yours. So what we get tangled up with, though, is time and space. Right? We get a little tangled up right there because it's not moving as fast, or it's not coming as fast as we want it to come. It's not coming the way we want it to come. It's not coming through who we want it to come. It's just not coming in your mind, and that is the complexity of it all. But you have to move into a rhythm of gratitude, which breeds contentment, to know that you already have it. You don't need to want anymore, or like you running over. You understand what I'm saying? You're moving into a space of being just absolutely greedy. You want somebody else to love you when you already have love. You are already filled with it. You already have it at your disposal. You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting someone to love you back, or to someone to share in that love with you. But a lot of us are not even looking at it that way. We are codependent as hell, toxic as hell, traumatized as hell, and we want somebody to come love that. And we have not learned how to love ourselves. We have not learned how to be content with self-nurturing. But we want somebody else to come nurture us. When the nurturing you're looking for, you already have if you give it to yourself. So you're seeking outside things so that you could just be running over and spilling over, and that's the spirit of greed. You're greedy. You're gluttonous. Gluttony is not just about food. Gluttony can be you just a gluttony for sex. You have a gluttony energy for attention. You have a gluttony energy for money. You have a gluttony energy for food. You have you could be a glutton in a whole motherfucking lot of ways. You could be greedy in a whole lot of ways. You understand? How you get out of that is realizing that everything I want, I already have. If someone does show up in my life, then they're not showing up to give me something. They're showing up to share in something with me. And if they're not coming in that sharing energy, then that means I'm dealing with somebody who is dealing with the being a glutton for love and attention in somebody else's time. Like they're self deceived. You know, they don't have the ability to nurture, to guide themselves, to succor themselves. So they want to be in my life, and they looking at me like I'm gonna do it for them. And you can sign up for that if you want to. I wouldn't advise it though. I just wouldn't advise it. So the mother is saying that we're in a gradual progress. We have everything that we need. Yes, it is complex. Yes, the transformation brings about complexities. How we navigate through that, how we get in the rhythm, is through contentment, which is bred by the vibration and using the strategy of gratitude. And once you come into the understanding of how much you possess, what else can you be besides grateful? When you actually think about how many gifts, talents, powers, magical powers that you are loaded with. You understand? Let's keep going. We're going to look at no, I want to do the affirmations last. I'm gonna pull out the Kali deck because I hadn't been able to use my Kali deck because you got to have this book with this Kali deck. I'm gonna tell you that now. You got to have this book, and my book was in my storage, but I finally found it. Going through boxes looking for other stuff, I finally found it. So I want to use my Kali deck because this is one of my favorite decks, to be honest. Whoever, Alana Fairchild, girl, you did your thing on this deck. I ain't gonna hold you. You did your thing. I mean, it's like a whole booklet. It really is. It's really nice. So if you are tapped into the Kali energies, I don't know how you feel about it. Kali is one of my favorite manifestations of the divine feminine. Okay. And I've had this deck for a while, but I haven't been able to use it for a while. So I'm gonna use it now. What do you want to say? What do you want to say to the divine feminine? I usually just pull one because that's all you need. Like with this deck, that's all you need. We got Kamala Devi. Kamala Devi. I hope I'm saying that right. Number 25. Let's see what the mother wants to say. Number 25, girl, not page 25. Okay. Kamala Devi. We witness her beauty, and all struggle melts into grace. Here we go. Upon a grateful sigh, the heart softens into her protection and radiates peace. Her presence transforms frustration into inspiration. There's that complexity, right? But look, we started. I want you to see how in sync spirit, what spirit is saying, what the mother is saying. Gratitude, gratefulness, right, transforms frustration into inspiration, fatigue into replenishment, and overactivity into effortless attraction. This is the divine feminine. Okay? We don't over just be doing shit. Okay? Because we effortlessly attract to us what we need. This is what we possess. This is the magic that is us. Right? She is the golden pathway of divine manifestation and peace. Whoa. Because I'm a divine feminine, so I'm pulling the cards and y'all watch it, but I'm getting this right fresh off the press myself, okay? Listen to this. She is the golden pathway of divine manifestation and peaceful contentment. Now come on. Now come on. Now come on. She empowers your heart to receive with the same generosity, openness, and grace that you express. right? When you give freely and joyfully, I just talked about that. You want to be nurtured, but you have the ability to nurture. You are the divine feminine. So, how you nurture yourself is to nurture, to give of that, right? Not martyr yourself. Let's make this clear. Not not self, like, no. But you nurture that which is ready for nurturing. You understand? Because all things, all situations, all people are not quite ready to be nurtured. Right? Like, so you don't force it, but this is how you nurture yourself. By knowing the ways in which you are gifted to give to your family, to your community, to society, to humanity, to your loved ones, your children, your husband, your wife, like whatever. You know the gifts that you hold inside that will nurture others because you are utilizing it to nurture you. So this is not martyring. Nurture you first, and then from that you outwardly express when you give freely and joyfully. Abundant divine blessings are upon you. You are blessed. Right? Like, I ain't even read this part right here. This just the first. This just the first part. This is all I've read, and this little part right here has confirmed everything that Spirit was saying with the other cards. Being grateful leads to a certain contentment, knowing that you are blessed. Despite the frustration, despite the complexities that life may be presenting you. You understand? Like, life can present it, but you possess the power to define it. Now, you could choose to define that situation, that person, that thing as a struggle, as getting on my motherfucking nerves, as something you don't want to go through, you want to avoid it. Like, you can define it as toxic. You could define yourself as not good enough. You could continue to define your life through negative, low vibrational definitions. Or you can say, well, wait a minute, now, if I got the choice, if I got the choice to choose how I'm going to see this, why would I sign up for choosing to see it like that? Like that, where is that going to get me is the question I have to always ask myself. Like, okay, now wait a minute. All right, let's pull back, because you're seeing it one way because you've been domesticated to see it one way. Pull back, because what is that going to get you? What is the worryation, the anxiety, the obsessive thinking? What is all of that going to get you as far as the outcome you want? So you could take that same obsessive energy of thinking about it, and you could just go and put that. You could just go and put that in your magic, your spell work, whatever you want. You can go do work about that. You could take all that same energy, bundle it up, and go do your manifestation work, versus sitting here obsessively thinking about it over and over and over in a negative way. What is that going to get you towards the outcome you want? Because we don't participate as divine feminines in overactivity, doing too much, because we attract, right? We attract what it is we need. We attract what it is we want. And we do that through the spirit of gratitude, gratefulness, that leads to contentment and peace and nurturing. Something you are trying to manifest, you have not been consistently nurturing. Whether it be a change about in yourself, which means you're not self-nurturing enough. Whether it be a business, a seed you planted in the ground but it's not yielding, you're not nurturing it. Yeah. Of course, we have our, rest seasons, rest times. But if you're anything like me, and I'm going to just tell on my own self, a rest supposed to be like a day or two or three, maybe But you have extended it out to 6 months. Hey, you ain't been doing shit for 6 months. And you planted a seed and you haven't been watering it. You haven't been taking care of it. You haven't been trimming away the weeds. You haven't been pruning it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't been doing nothing for 6 months. And you wonder why it's dry and it's not giving no fruit. It's not giving because you're not nurturing it. That is our superpower as divine feminines, right? That's our power. We should not let society, we should not let religions, we should not let any outside energies bash us or make us feel like we have less of a space or we take up less space. We should not let their negating, their neglect, their unwillingness to admit the truth rob us of what our power is. Our power is nurturing. That can be a spouse, that can be a child, that can be a job, that can be a business, that could be your money, that could be your body, that could be whatever you want it to be because you are the divine feminine. Nobody can question like what you're choosing to nurture. As long as you're choosing to nurture something and not just sitting idle, like having negative thoughts because of the complexities of it all, because of the frustration of it all. Whatever that all is, whatever that it is for you, right? At all costs, and especially right now, we must rebel against the idea that we need to go cold. We need to cut off our nurturing aspect. If you do that, you've already lost. I don't care how much you gain in the material world. If you cut off your superpower, you've already lost. Because if you can't nurture without, I'm pretty damn sure you're not nurturing within. Because without is a reflection of within. Without, outside of a person, outside of you, is an illusion. It does not exist. It only exists because of what exists within you. So if you are becoming a cold, bitter bitch, then that's what you are on the inside. And it is no breaking that. It's no defying that. It's no defying that. You cannot defy that. And this is one of them truths that I was talking about. You cannot defy that the outside world is a reflection of your inside world. So if you let the outside world tell you that it's time to shut down and be cold and don't be giving them up by nobody and just dig, then baby, it may seem like you're doing self-care, but you're going to self-care yourself right into a black pit, a black hole by your damn self. And you're going to be sitting down there pulling your hair out, trying to figure out what's going on. Because you have relinquished your superpower. See, the reason why the world is telling us as divine feminines to do all this, be all in this like strong ass, because we do have a strong side, but we are talking about divine feminine energy. So we're not in the masculine. We have one. And she'll split you to the white meat. But we're not in her. We're in the divine feminine flow. The flow of the nurturing. The flow of giving and receiving. The flow of balance. The flow of caring. The flow of manifesting and attracting. We are in that flow. Now, because we are in that flow, then it is of the utmost importance that you understand that you cannot attract to your physical outside life anything you don't possess within. All right? So, let me just keep reading. The 10th of the 10, now I'm going to mess these Indian Hindu words up. I'm going to tell you that now. Vidyas, child, that word right there. The wisdom goddesses is the gracious goddess Kamala, Her presence reminds us not to make things more difficult for ourselves than they need to be. Sometimes the assumption of burden is necessary for our growth. Look, oh, I'm about to throw this book. I'm about to throw this book. I'm about to throw it. Look, did she not just say that with this right here? Did she not just say that the complexities are part of the gradual progress of transformation and growth? I thought she had just said that. I thought she had. All right. At other times, growth happens when we learn to cast the burden aside, understanding that we will be able to offer so much more when not carrying another on our backs, so to speak. Sometimes a more graceful path evokes greater spiritual progress. See, this is what I was saying. We're not in the masculine. We have a masculine side. We're not in that warfare right now. We're not in that logic. This is Divine Feminine channel. So I'm talking to Divine Feminines. I'm talking to those who are in their Divine Feminine energy, who are working to get in their Divine Feminine energy, those who may not be and didn't know you needed to be. Sometimes you got to just sit that down. Sit it down. And I was just telling myself this last night, literally. Because I'm an overthinker. And it gets so bad sometimes when I can't produce what I know I need to be producing. I can't manifest what I know I need to be manifesting because I'm overthinking it. I'm overanalyzing. I'm stressing on it, right? Like, just last night I had to tell myself, you got to sit that down. What Erykah Badu say, sit them bags down, bag lady. You got to sit that stuff down, honey. You're going to hurt your back. You're going to hurt your back. I'm telling you. All right? A graceful path provokes greater spiritual progress, which ultimately benefits all beings. Kamala Devi holds the wealth generating, life force protecting qualities of preservation and cultivation. I liked it, Dad. Wealth generating, life force protecting qualities of preservation and cultivation. If we are used to always giving out, even if we receive a lot, but consistently overshare or leak our energies, she teaches us the loving art of self-valuing. I'm in the Holy Ghost right now with this read. Listen, I'm in the spirit with this read. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like, let me just keep reading, child. Because I just said this. Like, the loving art of self-value. You have everything you need, but you're leaking. Don't martyr yourself. I also told myself that last night too. This is not martyrism. This is not like Okay? This is not selfishness but self-care. When we care for ourselves, we show respect for who we are and what we have to offer. Wow. That respect is an energetic broadcast that repels lower level energies. Shut up. It gives us the firmness of mind to set boundaries wisely while attracting opportunities and pathways for expansion. When genuinely good and true things are strengthened and shared, every being gains spiritual benefit. Her presence in a reading speaks of a divine harvest of success and beauty created and protected, of longevity and peace. Kamala is the tantric emanation of Lakshmi, Awakening deeper spiritual understanding of the nature of material prosperity and spiritual alignment. See, this is what I was saying. It's a balance between what we have in the material world and what we have within. And we cannot become so greedy for the without that we neglect the within. We have to nurture self first. And from that nurturing, we give to that which is ready to be nurtured. You understand? So you had to turn a deaf ear to the world right now that's harping on, we don't give a no more, we don't care no more, I don't need no more, this. They ain't gonna have nothing in the end, I'm gonna tell you, because they are manifesting exactly what they're saying out of their mouth. And though their mind is convincing them that that is exactly what they want, it's only convincing them that that's what they want because they're still seeing the world through trauma, through hurt, through disappointment, abandonment. They're still seeing their existence through all of that low vibrational stuff right there. And so then they're saying, I don't want that no more. I ain't fucking with nobody no more. Don't do that. Because what's going to reflect back to you is ain't nobody fucking with you. Ain't nobody wanting you. Nobody want to see you come around. Because the world is going to reflect back whatever it's going to reflect back. You can't defy that. You can't, it ain't no way around it. So if you know that, then you have to really guard your gates. You have to really do a good job of understanding where an energy is flowing out of you from. If it's not productive in a positive way, it's going to be productive in a negative way. Where your godship comes in, where your divinity comes in, is you choosing which side of the coin you gonna be on. Am I going to produce out of negativity, or am I going to produce out of positivity? Right? That's where the divinity comes in. Because if you're anything like me, I really don't have no time for nothing else besides what it is I specifically want. Specifically, what I want. I really don't feel like participating in any other way, in anything, and other than what I said I wanted is what I expect to see. So then I have to do my due diligence to say, okay, you want that, now where is that coming from? Because if at all my mind is deceiving me, that I'm trying to just, I'm wanting to get out of my ego, I'm wanting to get out of trauma, I want to get out of feeling like I don't have it. Wrong energy. Wrong energy. I have to nurture myself and then manifest my outer world according to said nurturing. Plant seeds according to how I nurture myself. A lot of times we don't have a problem with how other people treat us. Although it feels that way, it looks that way, but that's not really the root of the problem. The root of the problem is you got a problem with how you treat you. That's what it's really coming down to. You have a problem treating you the way you say you want to be treated. Because and then what does the world do? What does the universe do? It reflects that same energy back to you. So then some blowjo come back in your life and they abandon your ass again. Because how many things that you said you wanted have you given up on? How many things did you attempt to manifest, or how many gifts and talents and skills do you have that you don't use, that you've abandoned? And you wonder why you keep reflecting, you keep pulling people that operate in abandoning people and abandoning situations, because that's what you basically letting the universe know you want. Because if you was in your self-nurturing and your self-valuing space, if you had a good handle on taking care of yourself, you would be able to see that shit a mile away. There would be no abandoning, because I didn't even let you get close enough to me, because you didn't even, you got issues. And it's not to say that you're still not going to have people come into your orbit that need healing themselves. I mean, we in the world, we living in the world. I mean, we in it, not of it, but we in it, right? But where you end up attracting their abandonment is because you not using self-nurturing to help you be able to discern who you should even open the door to anyway. Like, so then you end up opening the door to somebody or to something you shouldn't, and then it abandons you. Because you keep abandoning you keep abandoning your responsibility to nurture and care for yourself. Because if you was doing that, then that individual, that situation wouldn't even had space to reflect back to you abandonment, because there's no abandonment here, babe. I got me. You got you? Because I got me. See? But we martyr ourselves. And in even doing that, we are constantly, perpetually abandoning ourselves. So, and abandonment is just one issue. You could be dealing with rejection. You could be dealing with depression. You could be dealing with, just a whole lot of stuff. Addictions that are not healthy. Right? So, as the mother is saying, like, you have everything you need. But this is a time of cultivation and protection. And you do that through the contentment. Through contentment. Knowing that you have everything you need. So you must self-nurture it. You must nurture it. And then after a time, you can give that out. You can give out to nurture others who are ready to be nurtured. Other situations that are ready to be nurtured. But right now is a cultivation and a protection. Protecting your energies so that you're not giving out to lower energies. Because we're in a gradual transformation. This is the transformation that a divine feminine must go through. You are not the masculine. You are in femininity. And this is not male or female, okay? Now, most of my listeners are probably going to be female. But if you're a male and you're in your feminine power, or you want to know more about your feminine power, this is the difference between your feminine and your masculine. For everybody, of any gender. Right? Sometimes you just got to pull back. Right? You gotta stop leaking and stop giving and stop moderating. You understand? Let's read the rest. Tantra exists outside conventional religious practices and social mores. Social mores. I've never heard that word. I've heard social, but I've never seen mores used that way. But whatever. We cannot access true and sacred knowledge of oneself or the world when bound by the opinions of mass. I'm prophesying up in here. I am prophesying up in here. Listen. Almost verbatim. This is scary sometimes, yo. Where was I? We cannot access true and sacred knowledge of oneself or the world when bound by the opinions of mass culture. Did I not just say turn a deaf ear to all of that? This ain't what we do, and we ain't doing this no more, and we don't give a fuck no more, and I'm telling you. I'm telling you, and Spirit is confirming what she's saying through me. You got to turn a deaf ear to the social status quo of what a feminine is supposed to be doing right now. And, because a lot of it is low vibrational. I'm just going to tell you. They're turning off their nurturing aspect because they lack self-nurturing, and they swear for God that they're doing it through self-care and self-love, and they swear they are, but you cannot be. You cannot be in self-love and be turning off that energy as it relates to the world outside of you, because the world outside of you is a reflection of what is truly true within you. So they're lying to themselves and to everybody else. That's why I'm telling you, stay away from that energy. We cannot find our authentic being within such constraints. Societal conditioning lacks the wisdom. Break this thing down, Mom. Look, she finna break this down. Listen. Societal conditioning lacks the wisdom, generosity, freedom, respect, spaciousness, and insight to be able to bear the process of individual awakening. This woman wrote the hell out this book. I ain't gonna lie to you. She was in the spirit when she wrote this. She had to be, because I'm in the spirit, and what I'm hearing is what she's saying. And this is all in alignment. This is crazy. The Divine Mother. Hold on, let me go back and read that next sentence, because this is why. Oh wait, one more. Okay, individual awakening. That can only happen outside society's constructs. This is why enlightened mystics in every religious tradition have always come into conflict with traditional figureheads in their religion. The Divine Mother protects the path to fulfillment, even when authority or bureaucracy try to stifle it. Be direct about your intentions and desires. Did I not just say that? Because you ain't going to believe me. Did I not just say when the desire card came out? Did I not just say you have to nurture your desires? You have to know what it is you want? Huh? I thought I had said that. Okay. Allow her to show you the graceful path through any difficulty by consulting with your heart and having the patience and willingness to see another way. Locking horns in direct conflict is not always going to lead you toward the outcome you wish. I got like 4 more decks I was gonna pull. I might just wrap this up with this, because this was spot on. Oh my God. Kamala Devi brings us gifts of abundance on every level, and through the inner sense of spiritual security cultivated, a fearless heart is born. She is the lotus flower, the signifier of wealth of such a nature that spiritual life is enhanced, not polluted. She is known as sattvic or peaceful, and carries the energy of Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and the planetary sister to Earth, Venus. These beings manifest gentle yet effective enlightened feminine activity for the spiritual benefit of all. That's what I'm saying. You can't be talking about you ain't fucking with nobody out here. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about nobody no more. You don't want nobody no more. And at the same time be going through a spiritual enlightenment within yourself. It just does not. These being, okay, wait, let me go back. Okay, yeah. This vibration is not common on our planet, yet its bearers can often recognize one another. Didn't I tell you my channel was for the divine feminines? My channel is for the divine feminines, make no mistake. If you do not want to be in your divine femininity, Please go exit stage left. Because we ain't going to do but piss you off over here. Because we sitting on the throne over here. And you're going to get mad. Going on over there where they still wrestling with consciousness. Or whatever the fuck. Going over there. They still wrestling with racism and sexism and all that over there. Going over there. Over here, we recognize each other. Okay? If you recognize the vibration, if you recognize the reading, if you understand where I'm coming from, then you might as well go on and click like and subscribe and go on and keep following your girl. And make sure you hit that notification bell, okay? They have, who is they? The bearers of divine femininity. They have a mutual love of beauty, respect for nature, and deep and unwavering love for the divine. They also have a life purpose of embodying higher frequency energies than those commonly manifested in the human collective at this time. Kamala is often particularly healing for highly sensitive people who feel a natural energetic resonance with her delicacy and subtlety. Kamala is particularly active within the hearts of those who naturally feel there is a universal truth that cannot be constrained by any single path or opinion. These are the freedom-loving souls that believe in live and let live, and yet devote themselves to whatever path they truly resonate with in the hopes that it can bring benefit to the collective. They do not wish to convert or control, but to share their knowledge and wisdom from the heart because they have found such comfort and grace in what they have learned. Did I not start the reading by saying I am not here to get you to believe? The second you believe the truth, you would make it a lie. I'm just sharing what I have discovered in hopes that it will prompt you to go discover truth. Truth has to be known. It has to be experienced, right? No, we ain't converting nobody. There's no conversion needed. No conversion needed. All right? But to share their knowledge and wisdom with the heart, from the heart, because they have found such comfort and grace in what they have learned. When you receive with such generosity, you want to share the wealth. Kamala is assigned to share what you know to increase love and peace in the world without trying to ask for your unconditional trust, so she can gently disentangle your soul from obstructing and lowering energies to help you rise above and shine your beautiful and peaceful light. Okay, and there's some mantras and things here that if you get this book, you will have, if you get this deck, you will have at your disposal. Okay, I really can't stand when card readers don't show the fucking decks. This is a beautiful deck to have if you're divine feminine energy, for sure. All right, if you're working to get in that energy, beautiful deck to have. Even if you don't pull cards and you ain't no tarot reading into all of that, this book alone, it's my favorite deck. One of my favorite decks. So, yeah. All of that. All of that. All of that. All of that. All right? All of that. Do I sum it up now, Mother, or do I keep going? Do I sum it up or do I keep going? I'm hearing, do the Queen's deck. Oh. Do I have the book for the Queen's Day? I don't. I have it with me, but I don't have it in the workshop right now, Mommy. Pause it and go get it. I'll be back. Okay. I'm back. I give it some drink first. Don't you spill over. Okay. I got the book. She told me to go get it. It was over there. I almost couldn't find it. It wasn't where I thought I left it. Alrighty, let's see what the queens, the goddesses, African goddess oracle. You have to have the book for this one too. Now that you're really studied up on all of the African goddesses that are represented in the deck, which I'm not. I mean, that would be like a lot. All right, so we're gonna pull, see which one of the goddesses we can glean from today. This has been a really good read. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you've made it this far in the reading. Hopefully you have. Okay. Also hit the bell, notification bell, so you'll know when I've posted again. Stay tapped in. I got a lot of stuff I'm working on, y'all. A lot of stuff. As I start to really even get a handle on what's being said today. You know what I'm saying? Like, so trust me, that's why I be like, oh my God, because I know my gift and ability, but I'm receiving it as I'm giving it, but I'm receiving it as a divine feminine myself. So, yeah, which is beautiful as well. All right, what do the goddesses want to say? We got Jumbi, mask, mask. Mask. All right. Some of y'all are hiding. You're hiding your gifts. Live out loud. And sacred lust. Katesh and Yasigi. What? I don't know, child. And sacred lust. Yeah, some of you are hiding, but you're literally you're hiding. They want you to step forward and go for what you're desiring. Again, go for what you're desiring. Cultivate what it is you're that which you are desiring. And at the same time, some of you may be not necessarily hiding behind masks, but you are absolutely being protected right now. But you're getting ready to enter into a season of freedom and freely expressing yourself. You want to freely express yourself. Let's read Jumbi 18. Number 18. We can learn from the goddess today. Shadow of mask. Temple, shadows, element, air. Jumbis are the scary, shadowy, otherworldly spirits and monsters of the Caribbean. Where is the lie? Question mark. Get quiet to get clear. Put your hand on your heart. Now, are you confused or are you afraid? Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. This is gratitude for the confirmations of your words today to us. Gratitude. Yeah. It's dope. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Show your true face. Wearing a mask blocks your vulnerability and blessings. If you are wearing a mask, dare to reveal yourself. You are lying to others and to yourself. Wearing a mask is exhausting. Be you. If someone else is wearing a mask with you, you deserve clarity. Some of you have people around you that are wearing masks, and you need to see it. You need to see it. Not see it, but see it. Okay? Your relationship and connection is built on lies. Their mask is a projection of your own. Now that's powerful. You need to see their mask by first seeing your own. Once you remove yours, what you're fearing as being exposed or being vulnerable or being in a weakened, you're fearing taking off the mask because you think it's going to expose you, it's going to leave you vulnerable. But if you really want to know who it is you have around you that you are, possibly concerned with, whether they are for you or against you, whether they want your good or whether they're jealous of you, if you really want to know, you have to first remove your mask. When you stand in the truth of your own light, your own vibration, when you own you, then everybody else's deception becomes really easy to see. Right? Really easy to see. Okay? So, by removing our outer mask, by removing the mask that we hold, we are able to easily see the mask of others. If that's an issue you're dealing with, that you have people around you that you feel may be deceptive. Because that deception and that person or people is projecting your inner world to you. So however you split it, you got to come up out that mask. I mean, however you split it, little mama, you got to come up out that mask. All right? 31, your Sigji. If I'm saying these little names wrong, and maybe you are watching me from, a place who maybe understands these letters and stuff and all this spelling and pronunciation, then you are welcome to correct me in the comments so I'll know, cause how that go. All right, Yasiji, goddess of living out loud, Dogon. Thank you, cause I was trying to call the name of that tribe yesterday when I was doing some studies. Gratitude. All right. Element water. Yasiji has the reputation of being a free spirited party goddess. For the Dogon people of Mali, she was the very first Yasigni. The Yasignis are women empowered to participate in the masked dances. Now let's look at this now. Let's look at this. The Yasignis are women empowered to participate in the masked dances. Express yourself. You have something to say. Share your voice and magic. Express your you-ness. The way you express yourself won't make everyone happy. That's okay. You are not meant to. Living out loud and self-expression look differently for everyone. For outgoing extroverts, self-expression may mean dancing on tables and screaming your points of view. Introverts may speak out in other ways and save the louder parts of their personality for loved ones. All right? Live out loud. Okay? Express yourself. Right? Sacred lust, 26. Something you're wanting, in order for you to attain it, you're going to have to remove the mask. In order for you to get what you want, you're going to have to remove the mask. In order for you to get what you want, you're going to have to be better at self-expression, at being content with who you are. Something you're really desiring is sacred to you because it's something you desire. In order for you to obtain it, you have to first possess it within and live in that truth. Live in that truth. Embrace that about you, and the mask will fall off. And then your outer world will begin to reflect that back to you, right? Goddess of sacred lust, Egypt, temple, lovers. This could be a relationship, okay? Katesh, the mistress of the gods, is the Egyptian goddess of sacred sexuality, ecstasy, and fertility. Some of you could be desiring to have a child. Some of you have been abstinent or celibate for a while. You ready to get you some. You ready to show out on somebody, on something, on somebody's child. All of this is sacred, okay? Her two men, yes, are the fertility god Men and Mantu, the god of war. You are an erotic creature. You have a divine right to experience sensual ecstasy. It is sacred to give and receive pleasure. You deserve to feel good. It feels good to feel good. So allow yourself to feel good. Lean into your sacred lust. Turn up your own fire and quench your thirst. Dance with pleasure. You desire to embrace your sensuality. Your desire to embrace your sensuality. 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 I want to make sure I'm not saying sexuality applies here too, but it's the word that I'm just, because sometimes my words get a little, will set the world on fire. Okay? I'm seeing a theme of dancing here. Some of y'all need to just turn on some music and just go ahead and twerk a little something until the energies move, boo. I'm not really good at the twerking thing. Now I dance. Now don't get me wrong. When I'm by myself, I could cut a rug. But some of you just need to turn you on some music. You feel me? And just put you on some booty shorts that you ain't wore in a while, and just shake your ass. Some of you working too much. You thinking too much. You stressing too much. You too tending to the children. You giving out too much. You over nurturing. You martyring yourself. You need to just, honey child, get you a little glass of something, a little roll of something, turn you on something music, whatever kind you like, some Jamaican music, honey, and wind your hips, okay? Because that general area of the body, as we know for the divine feminine, is our creative nature. It's that hip womb area is where you birth out from. So sometimes we might need to just move a little bit. Because I'm seeing a theme about dancing. Spirit is saying somebody needs to get up and dance. Even if you're good at it or not, it don't matter. You dancing to move energies. You dancing to tap into the flow. You know what I'm saying? You dancing to receive what it is you need in order to move the energies within you, so that your outside world can start reflecting exactly what's going on inside of you, and you can the world around you becomes more fluid. All right? But there is something you are desiring that you're not going to be able to possess and have it in hand until you take off this mask, until you take off the mask, until you lean into what it is you want, until you stop feeling like you have to give an explanation and what are people gonna think. And this may have to do with someone's sexuality. This may have to do with you embracing your sexuality, whatever that is. Okay? This may have to do with you desiring to have a child. This may have to do with you desiring to be in a relationship. You may even want to be in a polyandrous. Ain't that what it's called? Yeah, polyandry. Well, you got two. You got a few husbands. You want to live some sort of outside of the social norms type of life with your partner or partners, and own that. Who told you you can't? Who told you you can't? Right? There are many women who have more than one partner openly. And I'm not talking about polyandry. I'm not talking about polyamory. Although that's a lifestyle too, but I'm talking about like locked in committed partners. And polyamory has some commitment aspects to it, but it could be any kind of um taboo lifestyle. It could be that you want to walk off this job that you've been on for 15 years. I mean, you went to college for it, you spent all that money, but it's not really making you happy. You're a lawyer, you're doing good at it, you're doing okay. You're a doctor, you're doing okay, but you really would just rather open up a plant nursery and just go into gardening and growing flowers and stuff. That's really your, like, you whatever it is you want, that you are over analyzing, that you are hiding because you think the world or your society or your community or your family or someone who you think depends on you to adhere to a certain status quo. Like, you got to sit all of that down. You got to put them bags down. You carrying other people's stuff, and it's a great enough responsibility just carrying your own, right? This has been a good reading. I hope that I and Spirit have said something to you that is going to help you, keep you lifted up, keep you encouraged. Again, please like the video, comment the video. Let me know how you received the reading. Let me know what you heard Spirit saying. I just want to hear back from you. Okay, like, subscribe, share it, chop it up and post it on your social medias, whatever. Okay, we're here to build a family because we are divine goddesses, and we just want to uphold each other, uplift each other, you know what I'm saying, and keep each other on the straight and narrow, you know what I mean, because it's a lot going on out here that could get us, you know, sidetracked. But we're in a gradual progress of transformation, and we have to always keep this at the forefront of our mind. We are changing. And whoever and whatever does not like you changing is problematic. And you need to figure out what you need to do about that or them. Okay? Anything that holds you back from being able to transform, you need to figure out what you need to do with it. And I don't want to tell you what you need to do with it, but you know. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next read, okay? Peace.